So in this video, we're going to look at adding and subtracting polynomials. Let's have a look at what this means. So we're asked to add or subtract the following polynomials. All right. Okay, so our polynomials that we're asked to add or subtract are x plus 1, I think that's 4 plus x, and 2 minus 3. And the first two we're asked to subtract. And then after that, we're asked to add. So let's just use BEDMAS and go from left to right. All right, so the first step is usually to do whatever's inside the brackets and go from there. So we have x plus 1, and we have negative or minus 1 times 4 plus x. So let's multiply that negative 1 into the bracket. So we have negative 4 minus x. Then we have plus 2 minus 3. So we have plus 1 or positive 1. We're going to multiply that into the bracket. And we get plus 2 minus 3x. So the next step, we're going to look for like terms. So we have a number of x's here, a number of terms with x, or x raised to the power 1. So let's combine all those. So x minus x is 0 minus 3x. So we got negative 3x. Then we have 1 minus 4 is negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Our final answer is negative 3x minus 1. So next question. Okay, so here we have x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x squared. No brackets, so we just have one polynomial, and we're asked to add or subtract. We can think of each term as a monomial. So let's simplify or sort of group like terms together. So where are our like terms? So let's look at the variables and what power they're raised to. So our variable is x, and we have x cubed. Are there any other terms with x cubed? No. We'll just leave that as is. So our next term is negative 5x squared. Are there any other terms with an x squared? Yes. So we have negative 5x squared minus 2x squared. That's a total of negative 7x squared. So our final answer is x cubed minus 7x squared. All right, let's look at the next one. So here we have two polynomials, and we're adding them together. So our first polynomial is 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. Our second is negative 5x plus x squared plus 1. Again, let's expand everything out. So we have 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. And then we have a positive 1 in front of our second polynomial, so we'll multiply that in. So actually positive 1 times negative 5 is negative 5x. And plus x squared plus 1. Now let's combine like terms. So our first term is 2x squared. Any other terms with an x squared? Yes. We have a total of 3x squared terms. Second term is 3x. Do we have any other terms with an x? Yes, negative 5. So 3x minus negative 5 is negative 2x. And finally, we have a negative 4 and a 1. So negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. So our final answer is 3x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this one. Okay. So, oops. We have negative 4x squared plus 2x minus 3. That's our first polynomial minus our second polynomial, 5x squared plus 3x minus 9. Again, let's expand everything out. We have negative 4x squared plus 2x minus 3. And then a negative 1. We're going to multiply the negative 1 into the bracket. So negative 1 times our first term, negative 5x squared minus 3x, negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9. So again, let's look for like terms. So we have a negative 4x squared. Let's look for another x squared. minus 5x squared, that's negative 9x squared. Then we have a 2x. Any other x terms? We have a negative 3x, that's a negative x. Then we have a negative 3 plus 9, that gives us 6. Our final answer is negative 9x squared minus x plus 6. And this looks like our final question, a little bit big for the screen. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, so we have looks like three little polynomials. We have negative x to the power 5 plus 3x squared plus 2x cubed minus y squared minus 4y minus 2y to the power 5 plus y cubed. So let's expand everything out. Negative y to the power 5 plus 3y squared plus 2y cubed minus y squared. And then we have a minus 1. We'll multiply that into the bracket. Negative 4y minus, or negative 1 times negative 2y to the power 5 is positive 2y to the power 5. Negative 1 times y cubed is negative y cubed. Now let's combine like terms. So we have negative y to the power 5 and a 2y to the power 5. That's 1y to the power 5. Okay, next, let's have a look. We have 3y squared. We have a negative y squared, so that's 2y squared, and we're done. So plus 2y squared. Okay, next we have 2y cubed. Any other 2y cubed? Yes, minus y cubed, so that's plus y cubed. And finally, a negative 4y. So our final answer is y to the power 5 plus 2y squared plus y cubed minus 4. Now, one thing we can do when you have polynomials with terms of varying powers, we can order them from least to greatest or greatest to least. So let's do greatest to least. And that gives us y to the power 5 plus y cubed plus 2y squared minus 4y. Okay. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any questions, give us a shout at info@raisemymarks.com or give us a call. And thank you for watching.